Thank you very much. And on behalf of UL, I call on Mrs. Patricia Stephenson. Please, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Secretary General. How do you view the approach of Council of Europe and Member States in relation to the Chișinău Process and the political declaration on the ECHR, particularly the lack of transparency and engagement with stakeholders, including civil society organisations, who have very legitimate interests in the outcomes of this process, particularly in light of the Reykjavik commitment to greater transparency? Should the committee, for example, have formally invited PACE members' views on the matter? I think PACE members have been notably excluded from the entire process up to this point.
Mr. Secretary General, please.
Okay, thank you. If I just, the sound was not perfect. It was about ECHR, Chișinău, migration, and inclusiveness with PACE. That's correct. And civil society.
The PACE members and also the civil society groups that were very much not included in the process.
I thank you. Well, this process, and again, I'm really open to speak about all questions about the methods, the right methods to address situations that we are facing. I didn't choose, neither you, that we had 1/3 of the members of the European Union, 1/5 of the members of the Council of Europe, launching this kind of discussion on migration and the European Convention of Human Rights and the case law of the court. We didn't choose this. We had to act with this because it is just a reality. And I decided, I claim here that it was the right thing to do, to try to take certain control about this discussion and not to let this discussion just happening without us. That was the reason why I proposed to take this back in Strasbourg, to have this ministerial conference. And I think my impression it is that this process is bringing some fruits. I hope. We will see. We can make an assessment afterwards and to see if it's right or not to do this. That's an important element. About the inclusiveness and civil society, it is clear in this situation that it is a discussion between member states. To be honest, I was not participating to this discussion. I was not in the room as they discussed about the declaration. I was not there. It is between member states. And as you know, we are strongly interested to have a strong participation of the civil society at all possible levels in the organization. We are even organizing precisely standards as we want to work with civil society and as we can also develop this within the Secretariat. We are really fully not only open, but willing to have this also made much more. By the way, by more or less all my visits and bilateral visits in member states, I more or less always meet also civil society representatives, because it is extremely important, not only here in Strasbourg, not only in the Secretariat, but also visiting countries. It was the case also for the recent visits I've made. Thank you. And so for about PACE, again, it must be also probably a discussion between the Committee of Ministers, CDDH, and PACE, but I think it is a process where the member states have been involved, and we will see what comes out of this discussion. But it is also depending where it was launched. Well, maybe what I can tell to this.
Thank you very much.